Manga-Waido.
My name is Kazuya. Ever since my father passed away from a heart attack when I was in middle school, my mother has raised me all on her own. I wanted to help out the house as much as possible, so I started working as soon as I graduated from high school. I'm going to head home now. Thanks. Today is the release date of a game that I had been waiting for a long time. I was trying to stay calm while working because it was time to go home. The game should be at my house now. I'm gonna play some games while drinking at home. I've already taken my PTO. I figured I would take a shortcut and took an alley I didn't normally go down. But that was a bad choice. Hey, old man! Can you loan me some money? I found some random blonde thug in a jumpsuit in the alley. I don't have any money! He said old man, but we're totally the same age. But I can't say that because I'm terrified. Huh? It's in that bag, right? Oh, this? Just as he had tried to take my bag from me.
What are you doing?
A girl wearing the local high school uniform showed up. She had long brown hair and a ponytail. You're Sutegoro Mayu! Sutegoro Mayu? I was actually trembling from that. Sutegoro Mayu? I've heard of that name before. She was the strongest delinquent in the area and was known to be beautiful. She never used any weapons, but she squashed anyone in her way with her fists. Rumor has it that she drinks and smokes underage, and when she needs money, she threatens old men or worse. Goes on dates with them.
So, what are you doing?
Nothing! I just wanted to borrow a little money from this kind old man.
Uh-huh, I see.
She looked at me and grinned before opening her mouth.
He has money, huh? Then he's mine. You go away.
What? Don't you mess with me! The thug jumped Mayu, but she dodged him and smacked him to the ground with ease. Ugh!
Disappear.
Damn it! That one word was enough for the thug to be scared off. Mayu didn't even bother watching the thug run. Yes? She said that I was hers, right? I was so unlucky to have a woman like this come after me. I knew that she was going to steal my money. I had to run! Thank you! I'll be on my way! I took my shaking legs and ran as fast as I could. A few months later, a man was at my father's altar. His name was Sho, and he was getting married to my mother. Sho was the store manager at the store my mother worked at, and he had lost his wife to cancer 10 years ago. He has a daughter and is in a similar situation to my mom, so he took care of her. I was okay with the marriage. It was because I trusted Mr. Sho. When I was a freshman in high school, my mother had started running a very high fever at work. You must be Kazuya. I'm coming in. Sho took my mother back home and took care of her too. My daughter usually makes me food. I can't make food well, but...
I'm sorry for taking care of everything.
My mom ate the rice soup that Sho made, and I had the curry rice that Sho's daughter had made. He put his hand on my head and grinned at me. I'm not exactly the strongest or wisest, but if you need help, let me know. At the time, I was incredibly happy to hear that. He was my mother's man, but I trusted him immediately. I knew that he was a loyal man. He was going to get married to my mother. I accepted it and was happy to hear that. Today was going to be the day that I meet Mr. Sho's daughter. My mom had met her time and time again, but I didn't really have a chance to meet her at all until today. According to my mom, she's quite kind, but I'm still a little nervous.
Oh, she's here.
Mom and Mr. Sho headed to the entrance, and I followed after, but...
Come on in. Sorry I'm late.
Wait, Sutegoro... The girl who was standing at the entrance was Sutegoro Mayu! I was frozen, and she closed in to whisper in my ear in a grumbling low voice.
You don't mention that name. You know what's going to happen if you tell them, right?
Of course! I was frozen in fear. I just nodded as fast and as hard as I could. Kazuya, this is Mayuna, and she's my only daughter. I see. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What the hell is going to happen to me? 1 month later, Sho and my mom were successfully married, and we were all living happily under the same roof. Sutegoro Mayu, aka Mayuna, lived in the same house as me. I was afraid every day that I would do something to piss her off. Then one day, right now, my room is the best thing I have. I just got out of the bath and was taking my ice cream to my room. I was terrified of eating at the dinner table with Mayuna there. It wasn't like she did anything to me, but she helps out around the house and never goes anywhere at night. It doesn't look like she goes anywhere with any man. Maybe the rumors aren't true, and I'm just being afraid for no reason. Maybe I can get along with her if I just talk to her. I can't talk to her. I'm an introverted geek with low communication skills. Oh well, I'm off tomorrow. I'll just play my games. I heard moaning coming from Mayuna's room as I passed by. I wasn't sure, so I checked inside without thinking much about it. Her chest was slightly exposed, and her face was a bright red. She was also out of breath. She slowly reached down to her skirt. I guess she's having fun with herself? I figured I would run away, but I slipped. Crap! Mayuna came out and spoke like Satan himself.
You saw.
Ah!
You realize what's going to happen if you talk about this to anyone, right? I'll kill you.
Yes, ma'am! I was trembling, and that was the best voice I could muster up. Mayuna threw me away like a piece of trash and went back to her room. That woman is too terrifying. I ended up spending the rest of my time in my own home, terrified. A few weeks later, I went to a local convenience store because I was a little hungry. Eating junk food late at night is seriously the best thing. However, I heard a terrible noise which marked the end of my happy times. It wasn't something I could just ignore. I didn't want to be a part of it. I tried my best to leave without caring, but... Damn it! I didn't hear that Sutegoro Mayu was coming! Huh? I was hiding without being seen when I saw that there were 5 delinquents all spread out on the ground. Behind Mayuna was a young woman on her knees. She's going to steal the money from that woman! She was technically a family member, so I couldn't just let this happen. It was right when I jumped out to intervene.
Are you okay? It's kind of sketchy around here. Can you stand up? You shouldn't go this way. There are a lot of people in that road, and it's a big road, so go over there.
She saved the woman, to my surprise, and left. It was completely different from what I had heard. But then Mayuna suddenly collapsed. Mayuna!
What? Why are you here?
It was exactly the same position that I had seen her in before in her room. Are you okay?
I'm fine. It'll pass in a little bit.
Just as she had said that, she started to calm down. Why were you hyperventilating?
I don't know, but sometimes I hyperventilate and sometimes I even feel like I'm going to pass out.
That's not good. You don't even know why. We should go to the hospital.
No, I don't want to make my dad worried.
But you're family now.
What? You were so afraid of me before.
I'm sorry. But after witnessing what just happened, they're all just rumors, right? You even saved me the first time we met.
Yeah. I just had some business with that guy to begin with, but I'm glad nothing happened to you.
Hey, Mayuna. When I say you're an important family member, you don't have to believe me. But you're super important to Dad. And if something happens and it's too late, can you please go to the hospital for your dad?
No.
But...
No, I don't think you're lying. I believe you.
Mayuna?
I'll go to the hospital.
Later, she went to a big hospital in the city. They found that she suffered from vertigo and hyperventilation because of WPW syndrome. WPW is a heart disorder, and it occurs as a result of excess signaling tissue in the heart, causing hyperventilation and vertigo. WPW syndrome is often only confirmed through an EKG, so it's not rare for people to not be diagnosed until they're adults. Did you take your meds?
Yeah, I took it a second ago.
Luckily, she didn't need any major operation, and it could be treated with medications. But Hmm?
I'm glad you told me to go to the hospital when they found this. Thanks, Kazuya.
Sure. A few months later, Mayuna graduated high school.
Kazuya!
Oh, welcome home! While I was heading home, she looked at me with a huge smile on her face. Congratulations on your graduation!
And?
Huh?
Who are you congratulating?
You!
Who?
Mayuna! Congratulations!
Thanks, bro.
I was shy, but she ignored me being embarrassed by grabbing my hand. We walked home together.